Namaste, myself Dr. Manisha. Can mercury, a toxic, unstable liquid metal, really become a life-saving Ayurvedic medicine? How did ancient Ayurvedic acharyas transform dangerous mercury into powerful Rasayan medicine like Rasa Sindur, and Kajjali? The answer lies in one of the most important pharmaceutical process of Rasa Shastra is a Mūrchhana. In today's video, we will deeply understand the complete concept of Mūrchhana, its meaning, classical Shloka, Ayurvedic principle, pharmaceutical importance, types, procedure, therapeutic role, and modern scientific understanding. So, if you are a student of Ayurveda, Rasa Shastra, or someone interested in the hidden pharmaceutical wisdom of Ayurveda, then watch this video till the end. In introduction, in Rasa Shastra, Parada is considered the king among all mineral substances. Acharyas have described mercury as extremely powerful because it possesses Rasayan property, Yogvahi property, Vyadhinashak Shakti, ability to enhance potency of medicines. But raw mercury can't be used directly. Why? Because natural mercury is chanchal, that means highly mobile. Durgrahya means difficult to hold. Vishatulya means potentially toxic and unstable and unsuitable for internal use. Therefore, ancient Ayurvedic scholars developed special pharmaceutical procedures called samskara to purify, stabilize, detoxify and potentiate mercury. Among these samskaras, one of the most important is a Mūrchhana. Now we see definition of Mūrchhana. Acharyas define Mūrchhana beautifully in Rasatarangini. That is, tat vidhi prabhedena rasasya avyabhichartah vyadhina ghatakattvaya samata Mūrchhana budaihi. This means that the pharmaceutical process by which mercury acquires definite disease-destroying power, called Vyadhinashak Shakti, is known as Mūrchhana. Now we see Nirukti. The word Mūrchhana literally means snooing, transformation, loss of original state. In this process, mercury loses its original liquid metallic nature and transforms into stable medicinal compound. This transformation is extremely important in Ayurvedic pharmaceuticals because unstable mercury becomes therapeutically useful only after Mūrchhana. Now we see here why is Mūrchhana needed. Even after Shodhan means purification, mercury still remains liquid and unstable. Shodhana removes impurities and dosha, but it does not make mercury medicinally active enough for therapeutic use. Therefore, Mūrchhana becomes necessary. The objective of Mūrchhana are to convert mercury into unstable, usable medicinal form, to stabilize mercury, to remove residual doshas, to reduce toxicity, to increase therapeutic potency, to prepare powerful Rasoushadhis, and to make mercury suitable for Devada and therapeutic applications. Now we see here aim of Mūrchhana Samskar. Rasa Ratna Samuccaya explains the aim of Mūrchhana very clearly. That is, Mardhanadishta bhaishajyehi nashtapishtatva karakam tan Mūrchhanam. This means by triturating mercury with specific medicinal substances, mercury loses its original form and becomes paste-like. This transformation into pishta or kalk form is called as a Mūrchhana. Now we see here what happened during Mūrchhana. During Mūrchhana, purified mercury is triturated with gandhak, herbal juices, salt, minerals, or other medicinal substances. Through continuous grinding and processing, mercury particle becomes finer, mobility decreases, toxicity reduces, stability increases, and therapeutic action enhances. Ayurvedically, chanchalatva and durgrahitva decreases. Modern science may interpret these as particle size reduction, sulfide formation, chemical transformation, increased surface area, and enhanced viability. Now we see here Ayurvedic importance of Mūrchhana. Mūrchhit Parad is considered therapeutically superior because it acquires Vyadhinashak Shakti, Rasayan properties, Yogvahi nature, increased Sukshma Gamitva and better absorption. In Ayurveda states that properly processed mercury can destroy disease, rejuvenate tissue, improve strength and vitality, and enhance immunity, and also delaying aging. This is why Mūrchhana is a foundational process of Rasoushadhi preparation. Now we see here differentiate table, Shodhan versus Mūrchhana. Students often confuse Shodhan and Mūrchhana. Let us understand the difference clearly. Shodhan mainly means purification. It removes impurities and doshas. But Mūrchhana means potentiation and medicinal transformation. Shodhana makes mercury safer, but Mūrchhana makes mercury therapeutically active. Now we see here one more table, that is Jarna versus Mūrchhana. In Jarna, mercury digests metal and minerals. Mercury remains in liquid form and mainly useful in Lohavada. But in Mūrchhana, mercury transforms into medicinal compound, stability increases and used mainly for therapeutic purposes, that is Dehvada. Now we see here types of Mūrchhana. Mūrchhana is mainly divided into two types. Mūrchhana is mainly divided into two types, that is Sagandha Mūrchhana and Nirgandha Mūrchhana. In Sagandha Mūrchhana, mercury is processed with Gandhak. This is the most important, safest and most commonly used method in Rasashastra. Then 5 Gandhak is used here. Ayurvedically, Gandhak stabilizes mercury and removes toxic effect. Chemically, sulfur reacts with mercury to form mercury sulfide, that is AgS, which is comparatively more stable and less toxic. Therefore, Acharyas considered Sagandha preparation safer and more effective. Process of Sagandha Mūrchhana. This process begins with purified mercury and purified sulfur. Both are triturated continuously in a Khalva yantra. Gradually, the shining nature disappears, mixture becomes black, smoothness develops and luster disappears. Finally, Kajjali is formed. Now we see characteristic of good Kajjali. A proper prepared Kajjali should be completely black, lusterless, smooth, rekhapurna, varitaratva, free from shining mercury particles. Further processing of Kajjali becomes the base for many important Rasoushadhis like Rasa Sindur, Makardhwaj, Purpati preparation, Kupipakwa Rasayan, Pottali Kalpana, Khalviya Rasayan. Now, Sagni and Niragni Mūrchhana. Sagandha Mūrchhana is further classified into Sagni Mūrchhana and Niragni Mūrchhana. Sagni Mūrchhana means where heat is applied. For example, Rasa Sindur, Makardhwaj. And in Niragni Mūrchhana means where heat is not applied. For example, Kajjali and Mugdharas. Now also we see here Antardhuma and Bahirdhuma method. In Antardhuma method, heating is done in closed condition. Sulfur fumes remain inside and product becomes safer. Yield is better here and pollution is less in Antardhuma method. And in Bahirdhuma method, heating is open, sulfur fumes escape outside, faster process but more pollution and lower sulfur retention. Now we see here a famous example, that is Rasa Sindur. One of the best example of Sagandha Mūrchhana is Rasa Sindur. It is prepared by making Kajjali, filling it in Kachkopi and heating in Valuka Yantra using Kramagni. Final product appears as bright red crystalline powder at the neck of the bottle. This medicine is highly potent and widely used in Ayurveda. Now we see here second type, that is a Nirgandha Mūrchhana. In Nirgandha Mūrchhana, sulfur is not used. For example, Rasa Karpur, Rasa Pushpa and Mugdharas. These preparations are therapeutically effective but comparatively more toxic. Therefore, they must be used carefully in proper dosage and duration. Now we see here heating pattern. During Mūrchhana, heating must be gradual. This is called as a Kramagni. In Kramagni, first we see Mrudu Agni, that is a mild heat. Madhyam Agni means moderate heat and Tivra Agni means intense heat. Gradually heating ensures proper transformation and prevent destruction of the formulation. Now we see pharmaceutical importance of Mūrchhana. Mūrchhana is a very important pharmaceutical process in Rasa Shastra because it brings major changes in mercury and makes it suitable for therapeutic use. Here we see important pharmaceutical changes in Mūrchhana. First is a particle size reduction. Continuous trituration makes particles very fine, improving absorption and penetration into tissues. Second is a chemical transformation. Mercury combines with sulfur and forms stable compounds like HGS. Also detoxification. Toxic effect of mercury reduced after processing with gandhak and herbal drug. Compound formation. Important medicines like Kajjali, Rasa Sindur and Parpati are formed and enhance potency. Medicine becomes more powerful, fast acting and effective even in small dosage. Now we see therapeutic importance. Mūrchhit Rasoushadhis are used in many diseases like fever, respiratory diseases, digestive disorders, skin diseases, chronic diseases. Also used as a rasayan therapy, Vajikaran therapy because of their small dose, fast action, deep tissue penetration, long shelf life and powerful therapeutic effects. Now we see here characteristic of Mūrchhit Parad. After proper Mūrchhana, mercury loses its natural unstable nature and gains medicinal properties. Main characteristic is here becomes stable and less mobile, loss of chanchalatva and durgrahyatva, converts into paste or powder forms called nashtapishtatva, gains vyadhi nashak and rasayan properties, toxicity reduces significantly. Different preparation shows different colors like Kajjali is black in color, Rasa Sindur is red in color, Rasa Karpur is white in color. These changes indicate successful Mūrchhana can be done. Examples of Mūrchhit Rasoushadhis. Mūrchhit Parad is used to prepare many important Ayurvedic medicinal formulations. First is a Khalviya Rasayan, prepared mainly by trituration in Khalva Yantra, for example Arogyavardhini Vati, Yogendra Ras. Second is a Kupi Pakwa Rasayan, prepared in Kach Kupi with controlled heating, for example Rasa Sindur, Makar Dhwaj. Third type is a Parpati Rasayan. Kajjali is melted and sprayed into thick, thin flakes, for example Panchamrut Parpati, Loha Parpati. Also fourth type is a Potali Rasayan, highly potent compact mercurial preparations, example Hemagarbha Potali, Rajat Garbha Potali. Now we see here modern scientific view. In modern interpretations suggest that Mūrchhana involves sulfide formation, nano and micro particle formulation, detoxification, enhanced bioavailability, reduction in elemental mercury toxicity and formation of HGS reduces free mercury toxicity significantly. Now we see here conclusion. Mūrchhana is a transformational pharmaceutical process in Rasa Shastra that converts unstable mercury into a stable, potent and therapeutically useful medicine. This process reduces toxicity, enhances therapeutic efficacy, improves bioavailability, develops Vyadhi Nashak Shakti. Among all methods, Sagandha Mūrchhana is considered safest and most effective because Gandhak stabilizes mercury and minimizes toxic effect. These Mūrchhana forms the foundation of many powerful Rasaushadhi used in Ayurveda. So friends, Mūrchhana is not merely a pharmaceutical step, it is a transformational Ayurvedic process that converts unstable mercury into a stable, potent, disease-destroying medicine. Through Mūrchhana, toxicity decreases, stability increases, therapeutic potency enhances and Rasaushadhi become possible. And among all methods, Sagandha Mūrchhana stands supreme because Gandhak stabilizes mercury and improves safety. This showcases the extraordinary pharmaceutical intelligence of ancient Rasashastra Acharya. If you found this detailed explanation useful, then do like, share and subscribe to the channel for more authentic Ayurvedic and Rasashastra concepts explained in depth. In upcoming episodes, we will explore many fascinating concepts of Rasashastra. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring Ayurveda. Dhanyavad.